So this is a quick video to show you how to open the dice jail. That way. This is a cool little puzzle box made by LootEverything, and it's available on Etsy. There's a small container, small cavity inside where you can store something. I just put a couple little keys in here right now. And the trick is to try and figure out how to open this thing. There aren't any levers, nothing you can pull, no dials, and it's locked in place. You can't get it open. The key is, and I don't know that you can see this very well, but the walls of this are made of lucite. There's two here that go down and then two here that come up, and they lock into place. If you look in the end of it, you can't see it when it's like this too well. But there's a disc in here on the top and another one on the bottom. That disc can move around, and when it slides to one side or the other, it slides into a notch on these walls, and it keeps them from being able to be pulled out. There's one on the bottom too, and the trick is the top one goes from right to left, the bottom one goes front to back, and you somehow have to get them to sit in the middle at the same time so that neither one of them is locking the walls in place, which isn't easy because one goes one way, the other one goes the other way. So the best way that I've found to do this is with a piece of white paper underneath. If you look in there, you can see now on this side, on the right side, you can see the circular clear disc. It's hard to see because it's clear just like the lucite, but it is there. If you tilt this a little bit, now you see it's on the other side. So you got to get that to be in the middle and get the bottom one to be in the middle also, which is going this way. So the best way that I've found to do this, if you pull the two ends apart, it locks the discs in place. They can't slide very easily, so sometimes that can be helpful. But first thing I do is you work on one end, tap it, and you're gonna have to go back and forth a few times till you get it exactly where you want. Weird thing is, you would think that if you tilt it and tap it that way, it would go that way, but sometimes it goes the opposite way. So now I've got it in the center, the one that slides side to side. I have to tilt it over to get to the other side. You don't want to tilt it this way or that way, obviously, because then that disc is going to slide out of position. But if you go this way, it can't slide in that direction, so you're relatively safe. But you don't have a lot of clearance, so even a little bit of vibration sometimes is enough to move it out of position. So you want to carefully go the other way. And now this disc is all the way on this side, and I want to get it in this direction a little bit. I'm just tapping lightly on the side and hoping it moves over. And it looks like it's in the center now. But of course, one side or the other is not perfectly centered. So now I'm going to rotate it this way because this one goes this way, the other one goes the other way. I don't want this one to move because it looks like it's centered. So I'm going to go this way, and I pulled on the two ends to make sure that, yeah, I see what happened. This one moved a little bit to the left there. So I'm going to compress them back together again so it can slide. Move it a little bit that way. Ta-da! And there we go. It's open. And I got the keys. So anyway, it takes a little bit of finesse, but once you know the key, it's not that hard to get it apart. Hopefully you found that helpful. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.